This tutorial will show you how to be a weather detective and citizen scientist. So you'll see how to tag weather observations on the old logbook pages, and that'll really help today's scientists to make better weather forecasts. You ready? This is the identifying tool. The logbook page appears in this space. If it's not the right way round, just use the image rotation tool to turn it right or left. And you can click on the plus sign to zoom in or the minus sign to zoom out. Over on the left side are the tagging tools. The first tag is ship's name. So using this tag, you'll record the name of the ship, which is usually at the top of the logbook. Click on the ship's name tag now and drag it onto the logbook next to where the ship's name is written. An icon and a text box appear. So just write the name in the text box. Ours is a steamship, SS Una. Okay, next is barometer height. This is the height above sea level of the barometer, an instrument that measures air pressure. Click and drag the barometer height tag onto the logbook next to the spot where the barometer height has been written. And ours is 24 feet. Just write the height, don't worry about the unit. Everyone used feet in those days. Okay, now you're ready to start tagging some of the weather observations. They're generally listed in a table. Click and drag the observations tag onto the logbook next to the first weather observation, and a data entry table will appear. Fill in the table with the observations, and the columns should match those of the logbook pretty well. So the date, our date is the 1st of June 1895. That's quite a long time ago. And the time, ours is 6 AM, nice and early, so just match that up. Temperature 52, that's Fahrenheit, which is about 11 degrees Celsius, quite chilly. The barometer reading is 29.41, and the wind direction is NW, northwesterly, so just choose that from the list. Now, often the handwriting is a bit hard to read, so if you need help, you can duck down here and there might be some information that can help you. But you might need all your detective skills to decipher some of the handwriting. Even the experts find it hard. Just do the best job you can. Next is force of wind. So that's a number between 0 and 12, where 0 is calm and 12 is an absolute howling storm. Ours is 6, which is a strong breeze. Next are latitude and longitude at noon. So you've just got to pay some attention for these ones. Check to see if there's an S or an N on the page. That's for south or north. It might be at the top of the column or written next to the latitude. Make sure you record this letter with the number. Otherwise your observation might end up on the wrong side of the equator. If there's no N or S or east or west, you might need to figure it out for yourself. So latitudes and longitudes are generally only written for noon, but if the captain's recorded them for other times, like in this instance, you should record them also. So let's get started. Our latitude is 42.45 south, and our longitude 148.14 east. And you'll find over here on the map something special happens. Ooh. That's where the ship was, just off Tassie. Nice. And if you're wondering what the weather was like then, what all these numbers mean, you'll get a little comment on the weather as well. So look in general remarks. If there's anything in this column, just type it into the field. Ours says fine cloudy weather, squally at times. Squally means little storms. Click done when you've finished your observation. Nice work. You've just completed your first observation and you can see where it is on the map. Now, you'll notice that there are lots more observations down the page and you'll need to do one observation tag for each one. So it's quite a lot of work, but your efforts will really be appreciated. And the data you record is incredibly useful to the scientists. The good news is that once you've done one observation, the information you record will automatically appear in your next observation, so you don't have to start from scratch. You just need to check it and change the relevant bits and pieces. Okay, so after the second observation, the ships moved right down near to Hobart. It's nice, you can actually track what those ships were doing all that time ago. And there's one more thing to keep an eye out for, and that's any mention of sea ice or icebergs. They'll probably be mentioned in the comments section of the logbook. I haven't seen one yet, but if you do see one, click and drag the icons over and enter in the date, time, latitude, longitude, and any general remarks. And if you make a mistake with any tag, including these ones, don't worry, just drag it off the page and it'll ask you whether you want to delete it or not. Okay, this page does have a lot more observations on it, but for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to say that it's done. So just click Finished and you can move on to your next page. There's a few more tips and tricks. The handwriting can be really tricky to read, like I said, so there's some information here on how to decipher it. There's also details on how to work out abbreviations and some tips on longitude and latitude, as well as a link to the FAQ. Not all logbook pages will have all the details. Sometimes the ship's name will be missing, sometimes the temperature. Just record what you can see and don't worry about what's missing. Even the scientists don't know what's on each page. There are just too many pages for them to have looked through them all. You might be the very first person to look at this logbook page in over 100 years. Don't worry too much about getting everything right either. Every logbook page will be done at least 3 times as part of our error checking. That'll weed out any errors that people accidentally make. If you can't read the logbook page, maybe the handwriting's unreadable or it's written in French, then you can just skip that page. You'll be asked why. Just put down your reason. Keep track of how many observations and pages you've done here. When you've completed 20 observations, you can enter the competition to win a tablet device. But please don't stop once you've entered the competition. There's loads and loads of logbook pages to be done, like this one. This ship is the Lake Superior Flash, and it's from June. It's from June and July. It covers the whole bits of both of those months in 1895. Exciting. Okay, but we'll come back to that another time. You can watch this tutorial again at any time, and there's loads of information, don't forget, in the help section. So, righto, you're ready to get weather detecting. Good luck.